Get ready for the dictation. Dictation will start in 5 seconds. Start. India as a society has always lacked gender awareness, and the same is reflected not only in the general attitude of the society but the law of the land too. Specific legislation and provisions are needed that will safeguard the rights of the individuals who do not identify as either male or female. The story of people who are generally referred to as transgender is a story of perpetual pain, misery, and agony. Just because they do not fit with the norms that society has generally accepted, they have had to face not only the denial of rights but also constant physical and mental violence. They are considered to be outcasts and kept far away from participation in various societal activities, be they social, religious, or political. In India, the rights of these individuals mainly arise out of various articles of Part 3 of the Constitution due to the lack of specific legislation to safeguard their rights. However, at the international level, their rights are well established in various international legal documents, which include the International Covenant on Civil and Political Rights, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, the Convention Against Torture and Other Cruel, Inhumane, or Degrading Treatment or Punishment, the Convention for Protection of Human Rights, the Yogyakarta Principles and Fundamental Freedoms, European Convention of Human Rights. Two writs were filed to protect and safeguard the rights of individuals that belong to the transgender community. The National Legal Service Authority, which is constituted under the Legal Services Authority Act 1997, filed a writ petition number 400 of 2012. It was followed by another writ petition number 604 of 2013, which was filed by Pujya Mata Naseeb Kaur Ji, Women Welfare Society, a registered association for the protection of the rights of the Kinnar transgender community. Lakshmi Narayan Tripathi, who considered himself to be Hijra, also approached the court and was also implicated in the present case. He claimed that, being a Hijra, his rights as guaranteed by Article 14 and 21 were being denied, and the court had to intervene so that he and other members of his community are not discriminated against anymore. At the core of the current petitions were the issues that revolved around gender identity and the protections that were necessary to safeguard the rights and interests of persons who identify themselves with the third gender. Another question was whether a person who is born male but has female orientation has the right to be identified as a female. The same question arises when an individual uses surgery to change his or her sex. One more issue that the petitioners raised was whether a person who does not identify either as a male or a female has the right to be categorized in a third gender. The petitioners, through their counsels, vehemently argued that the concept of binary genders strikes at the core of the right to equality, Article 14, right to life and personal liberty, Article 21, and freedom of expression, Article 29. Stop.